Breaking news. Formerly, news of Jessa Duggar Seewald's pregnancy with her sixth child was a major story. Many of her admirers were taken aback by the announcement, since she made it halfway through her pregnancy. But there are many who believe Jessa and Ben will have to make some serious changes before they can have their sixth child. Let me tell you why. A vlog detailing Jessa Duggar's pregnancy updates was just released by the reality star. The former Counting on star claims she is opting for a hospital birth for the sake of her baby's safety. Despite her fondness for home deliveries, Jessa feels she isn't physically able to carry on the practice after finding it challenging to give birth to her first two children. During her current pregnancy, Jessa is also thinking about obtaining an epidural. Furthermore, she and Ben never intended to have a certain number of children, she added. However, there are many who believe the happy couple should move before they have their sixth kid. Fans of Jessa Duggar Seewald took to social media to talk about her expanding brood. Poster claims that Counting on star George had to sleep in the family closet because her house is so full in her most recent video. Since George usually wakes up around midnight, Jessa said it was easier to keep him in their closet room. Some, however, see this as proof that Jessa will have to move if she wants to have her sixth child, since there just isn't enough room in the current house. I really doubt they give a hoot. They lived side by side throughout the most of Jessa's life. Before they built the enormous house, Jim, Bob, and Michelle crammed a ridiculous number of children into a tiny ranch with 3 bedrooms. It seemed like a place out of a reform school, a summer camp, or the military, or maybe even juvenile hall. No way I'd ever entrust my children to that. Hydrangea Sunflower Seewald will be sleeping in the closet that was formerly known as the closet behind door number 6. In order to transform their bedroom into a crib, they will need to take out the freezer. Plus, the funds for TLC to construct an additional facility have run out. The present large house seems like it could be perfect for 2 or perhaps 3 families to share. A video of Jessa Duggar Seewald and her family checking out a new eatery in Springdale, Arkansas was among her most recent updates. The former Counting on star wrote, "A delicious culinary and drink experience at the newest Onyx venue in downtown Springdale, as the description." But the fact that Jessa's children have grown so tall was what really got people's attention. As if they were fully grown men, Spurgeon and Henry posed for pictures with their dinner. The gowns that Fern and Ivy are wearing are equally charming. Since I last saw them, they've grown tremendously. Indeed, they do not remain for very long. What a beautiful family. Take pleasure in spending time with your babies while they are with you. They resemble Jessa quite a bit. My goodness, they're maturing before my eyes. The passage of time is eerie. They're all enormous now. Many Counting on viewers and Duggar family members have been keeping tabs on Jessa Duggar and Ben Seewald's lives. They have always appeared happy in their current home in Arkansas, and their reputation for being humble and family-oriented has only helped them. But there have been some subtle changes and signals recently that make it seem like Jessa and Ben are thinking about making a big change, maybe moving to start a new chapter for their expanding family. Speculation like this has sparked interest, wonder, and anticipation among both fans and insiders. What does Jessa Duggar's potential impending move imply for her family, and how does it relate to the larger Duggar story? Let's take a look. Connections to Arkansas and beyond in the Duggar family. The Duggar family has significant roots in Arkansas, where they have been rooted for years through their lifestyle, business activities, and community involvement. Many of the siblings have stayed close to the family homestead to keep in touch with extended family. Some of the Duggar siblings, though, have gone their own ways, building families in other places and seizing chances as they've come. It is possible that Jessa's family is slowly moving toward more independence while still being true to their roots, and this could be symbolized by their possible relocation. Room and opportunity for a growing family. Having a genuine need for additional room is among the most persuasive arguments in favor of a potential move. As Jessa and Ben's family continues to expand, their living space is facing more and more challenges. They may be hoping for a move to a larger house, a more desirable school district, or a safer area. Better educational, extracurricular, and social possibilities for their children may be available to them if they relocate. Goals for Ben Seewald's professional life. The decision to relocate might be heavily influenced by Ben Seewald's professional decisions as well. Although he has maintained a modest profile in comparison to his brothers, Ben Duggar has been active in a number of businesses and community organizations. Ben may find new prospects in his career life if he moves, either because his business is expanding or because he wants to pursue interests that necessitate a different setting. Uprooting his life might provide him the freedom and opportunities to pursue his passions, whether that's in the ministry, launching a new business, or something else entirely. Need for space and new beginnings. Ever since the controversies involving several members of the Duggar family surfaced, the public has kept a close eye on the family's every move. It is possible that Jessa and Ben are planning to move in order to escape the prying eyes of the media. Relocating to a new town may provide a more normal environment for their children, away from the intense scrutiny. This is a chance for them to build a home free from interference, where they and their family may flourish. Financial and real estate factors to think about. If you're thinking about relocating, you can't ignore the property market and your finances. Jessa and Ben might be trying to find a place where they can get more bang for their buck, what with real estate values going up and down and living expenses going up in some places. They may be able to buy a bigger house, cut down on commuting time, or take advantage of less taxes or living expenses if they relocate. For these and other pragmatic reasons, many families choose to uproot and go elsewhere. The role of support systems in families. Although it may appear that Jessa and Ben are taking a step away from the Duggar farmhouse, they may really be finding a way to build their own family while staying close to the Duggar roots. Although being close to extended family is crucial, it is just as important for parents to establish their own traditions and rituals at home so that their children can grow up with them. Finding the sweet spot between proximity and autonomy may be possible in a different setting. Fan conjecture. Indications from social media and other sources. Subtle social media cues and lifestyle changes have fans wondering what Jessa might be up to next. Viewers have deduced that the subject is about to move based on posts about checking out new areas and photographs that seem to indicate packing or home renovation chores. Fans are incredibly excited and supportive as they eagerly await the unveiling of this new phase, even though neither Jessa nor Ben have officially confirmed the plans. Counting on, and what it implies. Moving could affect the Counting On series if Jessa and Ben decide to do it. The Duggar family's life in Arkansas has always been the center of attention on the show, but a move might change that, or bring in new locations and plot points. This shift has the potential to breathe new life into the show, highlighting the family's ability to adapt to different situations. Observers may see the emergence of fresh customs, increased participation in the community, and parenting approaches as Jessa and Ben become acquainted with their new residents. Getting ready for the next chapter. Obstacles and thrills. With a large family, relocating becomes an even more monumental task. Jessa and Ben have a lot of moving parts to take care of, like locating a suitable house and school for their kids and making friends in their new neighborhood. Nevertheless, there is an undeniable thrill in beginning anew, making new experiences, and welcoming change. This relocation brings new opportunities and optimism to a family that has been through a lot. Last remarks. Challenging times. How faith and family can help. The potential move of Jessa Duggar is indicative of a normal progression in the family story. Reasons for the change include meeting basic necessities, developing one's character, and wanting what's best for one's children. Faith has always been and will continue to be Jessa and Ben's foundation. They will most certainly welcome this next phase of their lives with the same tenacity and commitment to family values that have guided them thus far.